I don't actually think the finale makes much sense. Hi, welcome to the video. I'm Dan. Today I want to talk about the finale of Doctor Who's latest season, and also the season as a whole. And yes, I am aware the last episode aired like over a month ago, but I don't care. This is Michelle, okay? I do what I want. And also, I was busy. I have things to do. And also, I just wanted to talk about it, and I don't really have anyone to talk about it with, so you will have to do. You will have to listen to my rants and doubles and bubbles. Okay, great. Now let's begin with the actual review, shall we? I don't personally think that the episode itself was bad. Disappointing resolution of plot lines aside, the episode itself wasn't bad. Like structurally wise, it wasn't a bad episode, and by that I mean it had good pacing, and I thought the story itself moved in a honest in a cohesive way. I could understand what was going on and why the characters were going from A to C. You know, like there have been others Doctor Who season finales where I was lost the whole time. The Weight of Every Song or Timeless Children. Those were chaotic episodes. I thought it had good pace and it wasn't a boring episode. I was entertained throughout the episode, regardless of the ending. That's I think the end of the episode was people are more annoyed about, which makes sense. I'm also kind of annoyed about it, but the episode itself was good. Wasn't bad. I don't think I wouldn't say was one of my favorite finales. It definitely isn't, but it wasn't bad. I it wouldn't put it one of the worst. It wasn't mid. It's so finale. It was okay. That's what I want to say. It was okay. It did have some pretty nice moments. I love the memory TARDIS. I love how they use it, how they incorporated it into the story. I thought was very clever. I really like that. I also really like Mel and her moments with the memory TARDIS with like 6 and 7's clothes. That was very sweet and nice. I really enjoy that. Also like the moment with the woman in the spoon. That was sweet. That was a nice moment. Also, it was cool to see how like the Sutekh thing was affecting the universe, sort of that memories are dying, and how like the death wasn't like everything died in an instant. It was like sort of you know slowly dying. Everything was slowly dying. I thought that was interesting. Really, I really like the beginning of the episode. I saw a lot of people said that it would have been cooler if the beginning of everyone dying had been the cliffhanger of the Legend of Road, the Legend of Ruby Road, and I agree. But if that had been the case, I don't think Sutek would have had much to do this episode because let's be honest, Sutek wasn't really interesting at all. All he was like kill everyone and that's it. I didn't see much of a threat. Like I didn't care very much about him now or in the season really. Something else I liked about the episode is that they didn't reveal who Mr. Frost was. I thought it was cool because one of the problems I had with the Legend of Ruby Road was that they were just shoving everything, like every loose mystery, loose hanging thread at that episode, and I didn't like that. But I like that they just left it a bit like, okay, you won't know yet. Now, yeah, let's get to the not so great parts about the episode, which is mostly the ending and the resolutions. But first, I want to talk a little bit about Sute because, as I said, he was boring. First of all, my prediction for the season were stupidly wrong. I did call the part of the like pantheon of gods. I did got that part, but I was wrong. I was honestly laughing at people that were getting Sutek from Susan Triad Technologies. Guess that's definitely me now. I didn't honestly believe the television, like dropping a television theory. I thought that made sense. I was a bit disappointed that it wasn't that, but that's my fault. It's not the show's fault that I got false expectations about the season. But as I did say, Sutek didn't do much at all, really. Like, it didn't feel that threatening. I didn't even care about him much, to be honest. He was very underwhelming. Yeah, I don't think that the way they defeated him was bad. Um, I was a bit confused about the time vortex thing because like wasn't that what he did before? I don't know. They defeated him. I don't think the leash part was weird. I didn't mind that much. One thing I will complain about Sutekh is that a lot of how they explain it doesn't really make much sense. Like at one point the doctor says that Sutekh was caught out in the church in Abbey Road because of Ruby, but no. First of all, the TARDIS starts growing in Wild Blue Yonder, which I think makes much more sense. Like they were at the edge of the universe and the TARDIS was broken. So I think it will make sense that that's when Sutekh started to really get strong, not to get strong, like got really the strength to live. And as the when he actually got out, I don't think it has much to do with Ruby. I don't think that made much sense. I thought it was because of the time window. You know, they opened the time window in that night. He was released because that's how they explain the other part of things. I mean, I haven't watched the Gigo, so I don't know how the toymaker got out, or I don't know what happened because I didn't watch it. But with Maestro, that's how they explain it. This is clearly supposed to be like beginning point, so you shouldn't have to see the specials for that, except maybe the Christmas one. And in the season, Maestro Maestro, they get out or they come to this world because something happened in this world that like opened the bridge, you know. Besides the salt thing. Also, since we are talking about the salt thing, I don't understand what that has to do with Sutekh, because for what I understood, Sutekh was always there, and the salt really didn't have much to do. Like he had always been popping out Susan's triads everywhere the doctor landed. So what does the salt have to do with anything, really, with that? I don't know. Also, the since if he was always in the TARDIS and the time vortex, did he got the name the one who is because of that? How did Toymaker play with him or not play with him? Was scared of playing with him. Also, why didn't Maestro see him at any point? They don't mention at any point. They say, "Oh, the one who waits is coming." Isn't the one who's coming right there already? Also, one thing I will mention in Level Score, Maestro says that the oldest one was in Ruby Road. I don't think it makes sense that Sutekh will be the oldest one. I don't know. It just seems weird that the Maestro wouldn't know that Sutekh is in the TARDIS. Like they were surprised that he was in the church in Ruby Road. Didn't he know that TARDIS was there? I don't know. I don't understand a lot of what Sukenobi Sutekh, but that's yeah. And now let's get into it. Ruby's mom. That was disappointing. Yeah, that sucked. I hate it so much. It's so annoying. It feels condescending also. Like you thought it was with Jesus, you're embarrassing. Why would you think that? It feels a bit like that, you know? It's like, oh, we gave her importance. Why was Suke so interested in that? Also, a lot of people had bring up the fact that, for example, if 19 in 2046 there's the DNA of Ruby's mom, why didn't the boom machine ambulance got it? I will give it that that was written by Moffat and not RTD, so maybe that was he didn't really know the whole thing, but still. There are a lot of things that really point to it being an important thing. It is not like, oh, we played too much importance into it. No, that was on purpose. It was shown in a way that you would care about it and you would want to know. And like even the fact that Sutek is so interested in that also was once another thing that I don't understand. Why is he so interested in that? Like why? If it really is just a nurse, why would he care so much? Rosas has said that we will see more of Ruby's like biological family more in the next season, I think. So we'll have to see more about that later. But talking about the mystery and how it was played, there were a lot of things that were made in a way that you would think there's something more to it, like the snow that wasn't explained. And you cannot just say that why the fuck would she make it snow? Normal people don't do that. I cannot make snow just because, no. And like also why with that night, what the memory was so strong. They wanted to know. Uh, this is so annoying. Like I'm pretty sure there's thousands of kids that don't know their parents really don't want to know who their biological parents are. I don't think they can make things from their memories mm, come into reality or come back. You know, it's annoying. It's also the fact that, for example, there was a point that the memory had changed to the mom pointing. What the hell do you mean? Oh, she was naming you. There was no one around. No, she wasn't. She wasn't naming her. For fuck's sake. Also, there wasn't. We didn't see the lamppost, and we didn't see the signpost. That's deliberately hiding information from us. Honestly. There's a video about that H. Bomber guy did about Sherlock, and he talks a bit about that, about writers hiding information on purpose and how that's touchy because you are purposefully. No, I cannot say the word. You are hiding information on purpose so people won't get the twist in the end. Um, that was annoying. The reveal of who Ruiz man was annoying and bad. Yeah. It's also annoying because that, like, the fact that Sutekh cares so much that he didn't kill them just because of that. It's annoying that it's just like, it was an ordinary woman. No one could fight this nurse. Also, this nurse, a nurse, you will think there will be some really anything, something, I don't know. But enough about that. Now, as the season as a whole. First of all, something about the season, there wasn't much fantasy on it. Like, I remember Russell said that fantasy will play a much bigger role now, but I haven't seen that. I don't see what the fantasy is. Like, I don't think there was more fantasy that there wasn't there before, Like, I don't think there was a bigger amount of fantasy stuff in the season than in other seasons. The only fantasy thing I can think of this season, let's say, was the Christmas special with the goblins. Maestro, I suppose they're playing it as a supernatural, super fantasy thing. I don't get the difference, but that's just a me thing because maybe it's about 73 years. It's also supernatural. I mean, not super. It's supernatural and fantastic, but then the other episodes are very sci-fi. Even Sutekh like is incorporated in a more sci-fi thing, I suppose. Like he was always clinging to the TARDIS. He was just there. That's the whole explanation of it. But yeah, let's talk about the season. It was too short. That's we cannot agree that this is too short. Please give me 13 episodes back. At least 11. I could be happy with 10, 11 episodes. 13 would be nice. The more, the merrier. Well, I don't know how much that is, processing how much that is Disney. Which, by the way, I hate Disney and these, I hate it so much. I'm annoyed. Oh, they're an evil company. I hate it so much. But I don't think there's much I can do about that. Is Russell decided, because I've seen Russell say that he wants to lean in more into being a Disney thing. If he does that, I will find his house and I will give him a talk, a nice civilized talk about how I feel about that. That's what I will do. Yeah. I'm getting derailed. I have a list of points that I want to make, and I'm really going to jump into another one, and then yeah, it's a mess. But yeah, this one is too short. That was annoying. I think the episodes were okay. I did review 3 of those. The Space Babies, the Devil Court, and Century Years. You can watch that here. I think it is. Boom, I liked. It was fine. It's not really my type of episode or story. I didn't care much. I mean, Shooty was great, but besides that, I don't know. Bottom Bubble was okay. It was okay. It was annoying that the Doctor wasn't much on it because I didn't care much about the protagonist even before I knew she was a racist piece of shit. Rogue was really good. I really enjoyed that. I do have some problems with it, which I will get to in a second. But I think the episode itself was really fun. I really enjoyed that. I really liked Jonathan Groff and Rogue, the character. I really hope we see him again. He was nice. He was cool. When The Legend of Blue Road, I don't like it that much. It was pretty much just a part one of the finale. It was pretty rushed and convoluted. Didn't really like it that much. But I think some issues I did have was with the characters. I don't know Ruby at all. I don't feel like I know her at all. It's just I'm still annoyed by the time shop between Space Babies and the Devil's Court. I don't know why they did that because it really hurts the dynamic and really like the portrayal of Ruby and the Doctor, I think, and the relationship, because we go from them being strangers to each other to being the best friends of forever, you know. And we don't see that. We don't see how we get to that with all the other companions. We see a little bit of that. We see the moments before that we see them getting to know each other. It's not really. I don't remember. I don't think there's really any major time jumps between like the first couple of episodes with other companions. And I I can believe that they're best friends. Like they tell me, we are best friends. Like, oh yeah, I can see you're best friends, but we don't see how they get to that. They're just instantly like they connect quickly, which I don't mind. I think that's good. And then we just get there. They've been traveling. Also, there's something weird with the timelines in that because by the Devil's Core, they imply they have been traveling for 6 months. But where do they go? Because the conversation about the outfits makes it seem like they haven't been to the past yet. And then in Boom, he says, "Oh, this your first planet, your first alien planet." So they went to another planet. Yet, where had they been going to? They should be trying to the future. They should be going to Earth multiple times. I don't know. Anyway, that was a weird. I didn't like that much. I really don't. I cannot connect with Ruby that much. And as much as I love Shooty as a doctor, I also feel like I don't know. I can tell I know he's a doctor. I can see he's a doctor, but there's something like I don't know. He's like fully developed by the time we meet him. I think not fully developed. Like he's already he. I don't know. I didn't think. I don't. There wasn't enough development of both of them. That really yeah. I don't really think there's much development of their characters. Like I cannot really connect with Ruby at all. And maybe that's the thing with just RTD's companions because this also happened with I don't know Rose and Donna. So maybe that's just how he writes companions that I just cannot connect with. Connect with. And I think one of the reasons that the resolution of the mystery around Ruby was it's so disappointing is because one of the only things Ruby has going on is the mystery. One of the things we know about her and why we are interested in her for is the mystery. I mean, don't say I don't like Ruby. I like Ruby. I do like her a lot. But yeah, it just feels I don't know lesser. The solution feels a bit more disappointing because of that. Because we don't really know who she is. We just see her constantly as being like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. I do think the Doctor was great. Obviously, I do think Shudi as a Doctor is great. But I don't, I don't know who he is as a Doctor yet. I think this is a bit crooked. One thing I will complain about is why is the Doctor so non-asexual this season? Why? It's so annoying. That is very annoying. Because I understand that they were trying to make him more queer, let's say, but why make him more sexual, more allosexual? I would better say, because you could just make the same relationships we had with Rose and Clara and make them a guy. Because the doctor seems like he was totally saying, "Oh yeah, that woman's so hot. Yeah, oh yeah, oh he's hot, she's hot." No, he wasn't saying that. Why is he saying that? So it's just because they're men. And before someone tells me, yes, I know this was also a thing in the mass meet era. I hate that too, if not even more, because that's just worse. That's just harassment. But this is not what we're talking about. I'm talking about this, okay? Just because I'm talking about one thing doesn't matter. I don't care when it happens some other time. For example, in Rogue, it doesn't bother me the kiss at the end. It's more the almost kiss in the TARDIS because why does that happen? The Doctor has never been acted like he has never really done that. I think I don't know many instances of him purposefully kissing someone because they're attracted to them, and that bothers me a lot because the Doctor is asexual to me. He's an asexual icon. They are an asexual icon. I really don't like that. Why? Just because he also is a bit annoying that he's starting to be more gay and let's put it in a way and it gets more sexual. I don't know. That is frustrating. As an asexual Doctor Who fan, it really bothers me. Also, just one thing to clarify. There's a difference between romantic interest and sexual interest in someone. I mean, sexual, like calling people hot and trying to kiss someone, that's more sexually interested. What's going on with Rose or River and Clara, those is more romantic or whatever Clara and that's I don't know. I don't want I'm not going to get into that. I think that's a fifth thing special to them normally. But yeah, that bothered me a lot. I am slightly disappointed at that. I don't know if it's that Russell either doesn't know or doesn't care, but that is annoying. I do not like that. But yeah, that was the end of the video. I hope you like my opinions. I enjoyed the video. You can comment, like, and subscribe. You can follow me everywhere. Not everywhere. You can follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and Tumblr too. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. Bye.